I'm semi-retired, so you might wonder what I do at home all day. My self-imposed obligation is to produce 3 videos a week on a subject that resonates with me. This video, well, it's just easy to do if I'm just gonna talk about what I normally do. What is gonna resonate with me on this video is the way I'm making it. You see, I changed the style drastically. When almost every single one I know is chugging along in their 9 to 5 job, I'm at home, alone, thinking, eating a fruit, or playing with stuff. I'm not lonely per se. I have a long list of stuff I like to do, stuff I want to do. You could say I probably would never run out, but after I finish every project, I seem to find new projects to do. First, I wake up when I feel like it, of course. If I happen to feel slightly sick, I might sleep in. If I feel like I need more sleep, I will sleep in. When I eat meat, I seem to need a little bit more sleep, maybe 2 hours more to my usual 6 to 8 hours every day. I haven't used an alarm clock in over a year. When I wake up, I wake up. Then I proceed with my morning routine, brush my teeth, take a shower, put on contacts. Then I make coffee and toast. Grind coffee by hand, boil water, mix it in. Make almond milk if I needed to. Today I have some already, so I don't need to do that. Preheat my coffee mug with water, and because I already have this hot water, I pour it in the thermos to save for later. Filter the coffee into the mug. Toast the bread, put peanut butter on the bread, and sprinkle with date sugar. Add in 3.5 tablespoons of almond milk. Sit down, eat the whole thing in silence. Then I turn on the computer, respond to YouTube comments for 1 to 2 hours. I generally am more likely to respond to positive comments rather than negative ones. While I'm doing this, I check my emails, I check eBay to see if anyone bought anything, I check my Facebook, and everything else on the internet. Oh, did you see my new computer? It's a new i9 9900K. This is my 32-inch 4K monitor. Then I proceed with my current projects. Recently, I built a tablet stand out of Legos. I have a need for it, and I figure, well, I might as well build one out of Legos because I have that already. Then I figure I'd make a laptop one too, so here it is. If I need to mail some eBay stuff off, I will do that. Then one of my main projects currently is decluttering. The reason I feel like this is important for me is because I feel like after I declutter, I can become a better me. Each step that I advance in my decluttering, I feel like I'm lifting off another burden off my shoulders, and it allows me to be that much more creative. Maybe it's a slightly less clutter in my life that's allowing me to free up my mind space to be a little bit more creative, like in this video. Perhaps. Equally important is to meet my self-imposed 3 YouTube videos a week obligation. So I alternate days where I make videos and just sort of have time to myself to declutter. Today is YouTube video making day, so I am dedicating basically the whole day towards making this video. It takes me about 6 to 10 hours to finish one video. The script for this video I complete in probably about 1 hour. I don't write every single thing that I say, I just write key points that I like to talk about. So people like to argue I just switch one job for another, that YouTube is really just like another job to me. So depending if you think I really am working or not, you might just say, well, okay, now you're working 3 days a week instead of 5 days a week. You still have a job. The thing here I like to emphasize is, number 1, I don't have a commute anymore. Number 2, most of the time I like it so much that it does not feel like work, including scripting it, even recording it, and even editing it. I like the whole process. Kind of like playing to me, because I remember making videos way before that YouTube came out where you can start monetizing or anything. I would actually make videos. There is no hope of ever making any money with it, and I would gather some friends to make a very, very short video clip. And I spent countless hours doing that, and it was fun for me, and I knew back then that I would never get paid, nor did I ever get paid for doing that little skit. The most fun is when I try out new techniques. You would probably notice, if you've been a long-time subscriber, if you watch every single one of my videos, sometimes as you watch brand new videos, you'll notice I try out something that I have never done before in all previous videos. The style of this video is one of them. Sometimes the way I edit is another. Outside of making YouTube videos, there are other leisurely type things I like to do. Currently, my one main leisurely type of thing that I like to do is watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Sometimes I might go, okay, I don't want to watch videos and shows anymore. Let me just read. So sometimes I would read. Sometimes, I would watch these shows. I bought the whole season for about $48. So this rounds out to be about 35 cents per episode. I generally really enjoy science fiction shows. So it's a great pastime to me. I like to imagine what it's like sort of in the future when there's like time travel or when there is like faster than speed of light travel, things like that. Generally, I don't use these shows as like a binge watch thing where I just sit there all day long. I simply can't do that because every other day I need to make these videos. So I only have a very small amount of time to spend on leisurely activities. So what I do with this time where I'm watching episodes is when I'm too tired decluttering or something because I'm walking around moving boxes and things like that. When I get too tired, then I would go, okay, I need a break. So then I would go back to my computer, fire up a show, watch a show, and it would be kind of like a dual duty type of thing. One, I get my entertainment, and two, I get to rest my body from too much activity, basically. So I rarely watch more than one show at a time. I had this series for about 6 weeks now, so on average, I've been watching about 1.5 shows every single day. Well, currently, this is what my life looks like on most weekdays. I do other things as well, like going shopping for groceries, but I would say this is typical of every single weekday. When I finish my decluttering, I'll likely transition that time over to doing something more worthy. I'm thinking I may spend more time making YouTube videos or something just as worthy of my newfound freedom. In some ways, I feel like currently I am handicapped a little bit compared to people who are less of a hoarder. I feel like this is something I must overcome in order to transform myself into something better.